Welcome back, all you sports and gambling fans out there. Today we're doing some college basketball betting coverage, and joining me here is our very own SBR contributor, Jeff Grant. Today the game we're looking at, Pittsburgh Panthers going up against the Louisville Cardinals. What's going on, Jeff? How you doing today, man?
It's a great day here in Las Vegas, Stax, and we have old conference rivals. Yes, they both play in the ACC, but of course this rivalry really came to center stage in terms of the national perspective of these teams when these two teams did battle in the Big East. So this should be a competitive up and down basketball game.
All right, man, let's start picking out on Pittsburgh. Now, they've been on a nice little 3-game winning streak at home, winning against Notre Dame, Bryant, and Syracuse. But now they hit the road with their final destination being the KFC Yum Center. Who really names these places? Anyways, man, do you think that the Panthers can actually carry over that momentum to this evening's matchup against Louisville?
Yeah, the Panthers have been shockingly just one of the more disappointing teams in the country. You don't often see Pittsburgh struggle as much as they have this season. A lot of influx in terms of the roster. They lost a couple key players to injury before non-conference play even started. And beating the likes of Bryant and Syracuse isn't impressive, but beating Notre Dame is. But that was on its home floor, not going on the road. So this is going to be a major challenge. Yes, Jamie Dixon, the head coach, the longtime head coach, is 23-18 versus top 10 teams. But this isn't the type of team that he's had in years past.
All right, man, now let's look at the other side of the court. Louisville is coming back home after a tough 52-47 loss to UVA at the John Paul Jones Arena. But at least they did cover the 7 points as road dogs in that spot. Now, the deal is here, right now they're coming into this game as double-digit home favorites. So, Jeff, I mean, what needs to happen for the Cardinals to cover the number in this particular spot, man?
It's all about the offensive end and covering the number for Louisville because they can always rely upon that pressing style of defense that has landed Rick Pitino a couple championships at the collegiate level. And Louisville, 30 of 46 from the floor, 65.2% in its first victory against Pittsburgh this season, an 80-68 win as 6-point road favorites on January 25th. That 65.2% shooting percentage, Dax, is the highest under Rick Pitino since he arrived on campus. And the Cardinals normally get things going at this time of year, 43-11 in February the last 8 years. But I'm a little concerned with the bench being held scoreless in the last 2 games. Not for this game per se, but moving forward throughout the rest of the conference season and the NCAA tournament. If they don't get bench scoring, Louisville may get knocked out in the first round or second round of the NCAA tournament.
All right, man. Now, as we mentioned, the Cardinals are coming in as 12.5 to 13-point favorites for this matchup. But there are a few concerns that are actually looming over this one. I mean, both teams have negative against the spread records. While Pittsburgh is 6-14-1, Louisville is just 8-12-2 for the season. So might we be actually considering a play on the total just to be on the safe side here, Jeff?
I'm going to go with the total here. Pittsburgh has really emerged in terms of an offensive play due to the fact that they now have a go-to player in Jamil Artis, the forward, 21.1 points per game over his last 7 games. That's the top mark in terms of scoring in the Atlantic Coast Conference. And really, Rick Pitino mentioned in his press conference before this game, yes, Pittsburgh isn't as playing with as tall a lineup as it used to have, but it has very good mid-range shooters. And Pittsburgh has the ability to break the press of Louisville. 13th in terms of turnover percentage. Jamie Dixon knows how to really combat Pitino's style of defense. And also the Panthers, the over 13-3 in their last 16 ACC games. The first one went over the total. I'm expecting the second meeting to go over the total, over 130 on Wednesday night.
All right, man. Good stuff, Jeff. Thanks for all the insights and the pick here, and we'll talk again on Monday.
Thank you.
No problem. And everyone else, make sure to check back with Jeff tomorrow for some more sports coverage and your free picks. Till then, for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.